One of the most impressive areas, I think, with Amazon Web Services is your ability to easily automate things. Think about it. I mean, when you use the web console, you're clicking some buttons and stuff is automatically being built in the cloud. So that in of itself is automation, isn't it? If you use the command line interface and you run scripts, you can automate the creation of resources in the cloud. And then there's software development kits, of course, that we can use that use APIs to allow us to write software programs to automate in the cloud. So these are the three main ways in which we interact with the cloud, and those provide automation. But there is full-blown services that I want to show you that are going to bring automation even more to the capability that we have. And I'm going to show you some services that are all about very cool application support. When it comes to automation, the tool, and that's a capital T, capital H, capital E, is CloudFormation under Management Tools. This product is absolutely remarkable. What you can do is you can go in and design a template or use one of the pre-designed templates by Amazon Web Services, and then you can use this template to create a new stack. What is a stack? A stack is all of the resources that you're going to need in Amazon Web Services. So think about what you're doing. You're using a template designer to create this script, which is then going to create like your virtual private cloud you need, the EC2 instances that are going to live there, the S3 storage buckets you're going to need. Maybe you want to do some Lambda functions that can be contained inside of this template that drives the creation of all of this stuff. If you create one of these templates and then therefore one of these stacks in CloudFormation, you can then go in and delete the stack and it will delete all of those resources for you that was created using this tool. So the ultimate of automation tools in Amazon Web Services is CloudFormation. Now, as I indicated in the introduction, there are also services that are going to help you when it comes to application deployment. One of the ones we spoke of earlier was the Elastic Beanstalk product. Remember that? That's where resources for an app that you want to host would be spun up for you. But there are other options. One of them that is pretty cool is Code Deploy. So notice I just typed in code under the search area and Code Deploy is an option. And this is a tool that's going to allow you to upload your code and then have versioning on your code, for instance, and then deploy your code. This is one of the tools that you have available in Amazon Web Services that you might even use to deploy applications into your on-prem environment. So this and the next tool I'm going to show you are powerful in that the application that you're managing through AWS doesn't even need to be deployed into the cloud. You can deploy the app to other locations as well. So Cloud Deploy is one of them. And then another one that I wanted to highlight for you is called OpsWorks. So I do a search on OpsWorks and notice that this is a tool for the deployment of your applications. And this is designed to work with Chef or Puppet. Chef and Puppet are common applications now that are used for the management of applications and their deployment. And we can use these tools with OpsWorks in order to ease the deployment of our solutions. And once again, as I indicated, this could even be for the deployment of the application to your on-prem facility. Now, it's at this point that I need to give you some guidance because I know what you might be experiencing, and that is you might be a little overwhelmed. As we look at the services here, we need to know about EC2, we need to know about Lambda, we need to know about Elastic Beanstalk, S3, Glacier, we need to know about RDS, DynamoDB, Redshift. I'll stop. You get the idea. So in order to become a certified cloud practitioner, you're going to need to know about, from an overview perspective, many of the services inside of Amazon Web Services, and you can get a bit overwhelmed. One of the things that you might want to consider doing is creating flashcards on all of these services that it would be an excellent idea for us to know for this certification exam. You could do traditional index card based flashcards. On one side put the service, on the other side the overview, or you could even take advantage of many of the cool electronic options that exist for like mobile phones and your computer. When it comes to automating Amazon Web Services or supporting your applications, we know there are great tools we can take advantage of, like Code Deploy, OpsWorks, and the ultimate automation tool, CloudFormation. I hope you found this nugget informative, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.